Kovno Kollel. Kovno Kollel, also known as Kollel Perushim of Kovno or Kollel Knesses Beis Yitzchok, was a kollel located in Kaunas, Lithuania. It was founded in 1877 by Rabbi Yisrael Lipkin Salanter when he was 67. Kovno Kollel's purpose was the furtherance of hora'ah expertise in deciding matters of Jewish law and musar by supporting and guiding exceptional Torah scholars in their development as authorities. History. In 1877, Rabbi Yisrael ben Zev Wolf Lipkin, also known as Yisrael Salanter, founded a kollel yeshiva for young, mostly married, men in the city of Kovno, Lithuania. The purpose of this kollel was to teach aspiring scholars the ways of the musar movement, of which Lipkin was the founder, a non-Hasidic Orthodox movement that sought to emphasize ethical conduct and spiritual devotion. The project received the blessings, and eventually the name, of the Kovno Rav and Postikador, the generation's outstanding authority in Jewish law, Rabbi Yitzchok Inspector, the Rabbi of Kovno. Over the course of several decades, the Kovno Kollel grew in size as well as reputation and came to be closely associated with the musar movement, all of which was possible in a city with as vibrant a Jewish community as that which was found in Kovno before the Second World War. When the Nazis invaded and occupied Kovno, the kollel suffered the same tragic fate as most of the city's Jewish residents. Innovations. Until 1877, yeshivas only subsidized students until they got married at an early age. Rabbi Salanter instituted the practice of paying a small salary to married students to continue their advanced Talmudical studies. He defended this innovation because he said that he was training leaders. His argument was that the need for well-trained communal leaders mandated this drastic action. The justification was that these individuals would eventually serve the community, and it was not that because they sat and learned that they should be supported. By 1877-1878, 10 scholars had begun their full-time studies, following a curriculum which included the study of musar literature. In 1879, Rabbi Spector became its head. Rabbi Nosson Zvi Finkel served as a mashchich of the kollel. Rabbi Spector's son, Rabbi Zvi Hirsch Rabinovitz, accepted the administrative responsibilities and was one of the Rosh Kollel heads of the kollel, while Rabbi Avraham Schenker and Rabbi Finkel conducted the internal affairs. Under the latter's guidance, the book Eitz Pray was published, featuring essays by Rabbi Salanter and Spector, including a foreword by the then lesser-known Rabbi Yisrael Meir HaKohen the Chafetz Chaim. In 1880, Finkel left the kollel so he could devote himself to establishing more kollelim throughout Eastern Europe. In 1880, Spector also left the kollel, and Salanter's student Yitzchak Blazer became its new head. Under Blazer's direction, the kollel came to be considered by its contemporaries as a bastion of the musar movement, and was attacked by the musar movement's opponents. The Kovno Kollel was later transferred to Slobodka, a suburb of Kovno, where Rabbi Shimon Zvi Dubinsky was appointed Rosh Kollel and served there until the outbreak of World War II. Chavrei Kollel members. Chavrei Kollel members: Rabbi Yosef Yoselhowitz, Rabbi Yakov Kametsky, Rabbi David Leibovitz, Rabbi Chaim Rabinovitz, Rabbi S.H. Leibsvei, father of Rabbi Elisvei,